Since the 1870s, people have been coming to Ausable Chasm to experience nature and the Grand Canyon of the East. Today I'll be doing some exciting things like rappelling, an adventure trail, tubing, rafting, and so much more. Let's check it out. For those looking for a little adventure, the first place to start at Ausable Chasm is the guided adventure trail. It started simply enough with a climb up a rope ladder. After some safety instruction from our guide and practice using the carabiners, I found myself gazing out over a high wire act above the rushing water of the Ausable River and the craggy rocks below. I'm not a fan of heights, and this was for me nearly a deal breaker. But according to the guide, an 80-year-old gentleman had navigated the course the day before, so my pride pushed me onwards. Across the river, the guide led us along the rocky face of the Chasm Wall, making our way along via small ledges and hand grips. While my fear of heights kept me fairly preoccupied, I couldn't help but be awestruck by the gorgeous views of the chasm. For those looking for something a little less death-defying, the chasm is also accessible by a very easy-to-navigate series of trails, which offers fantastic vistas for the whole family. For a fisheye view of the chasm, I joined a rafting journey down the gentle flowing river. The 20-minute ride was ethereal, with fascinating history and geological information provided by our guide. For those who wish to do it solo, inner tubes are available for a relaxing 40-minute float down the stream. In a few places we hit some rapids, but a splash of water was welcome on a steamy late summer day. My final challenge of the day started with some safety instruction to a small group of would-be rappellers. After a quick bus ride to the rappel course, we once again found ourselves hooked in and climbing the steep walls of the chasm. After practice on a smaller wall, we shot across the canyon on a transverse line and were ready for the big event. Hopping our way down this massive wall, one gets a great sense of awe for the power of the river that carved this deep canyon.
More fun than it was scary.
Yeah, a little apprehensive, but halfway down it was, exhilarating is the right word.
Exhilarating.
Yeah, we're waiting for the next one.
It's beautiful looking up here. All we saw was the photos and stuff like that online, but it looked really nice, and we kind of enjoyed doing this sort of stuff.
Back at the main building, I took a quick tour of the small museum, filled up on some tasty treats in the cafeteria, and perused the gift shop for some memorabilia of my Ausable adventure. Admission to Ausable Chasm is $17.95 for adults with a special $9 price for local residents. Individual courses require an extra fee. Ausable Chasm is open year-round with snowshoeing trails and ice climbing available in winter. The chasm makes for a wonderful destination for families, adventurers, and nature lovers.
Northbound and Around is brought to you in part by Northeast Liveline.